today to visit a couple people that are contributing to the Corvette build, and you guys are coming with me. So another day here in sunny Southern California. I've been working hard on the new Corvette. Really excited how it's gonna turn out. The livery was applied yesterday and I'm really happy with it. This is funny because you guys can't see it because there's so much light outside. There we go. Really cool that Danny from 945 shipped out the body kit, like rush shipped it. And this is still the normal body kit, so there's a wider body kit in the works for if you run the Wisefab arms on the kit, which makes it wider. So this car, as you guys have seen, runs the OEM arms, so it fits really good with the normal 945 garage kit. And yeah, my buddy Luis from LMC Decals, he made this whole design, but he also came out here and applied it until like 10 in the evening. So really cool. I love the look. I can't believe that it's my own car. As you guys may know, the objective of this whole car was to have like a little more style and a little more of an American look, as opposed to the M3, which is of course a super cool car and I love it a lot, but like that's always been like my European cars, more like a race car style. And this is typically drift car with the over fenders and like with the livery and whatever. And that's also why I was happy that this wasn't like the nicest Corvette to start with. So it's a rebuild title and it had like some small things and some issues with it. So yeah, definitely didn't mind cutting up the fenders and all that stuff on that car. Yeah, so it's really cool that all the stuff that wasn't looking so good in the car, we were basically all throwing it away. Like all the suspension was old and tired, so it's really nice how the car is now like transforming from all the new stuff that we're putting on it. And the seats is a little bit of a challenge to get the seat in, but yeah, we're definitely gonna make that happen today and get the seats in correctly. It needs to lean back over a lot for me to clear my head. So if I sit it up straight, then my head's just gonna hit the whole B-pillar situation there. Because that's the real problem with Corvettes, that whole piece over there which swoops down. So it's not really easy if you're tall like me. And yeah, of course we're gonna put in the steering wheel. I'm gonna have a look at the short shifter because I don't really love short shifters for drifting. And yeah, but there's like so much angle in this car already, even with the normal Wisefab kit, which is not even the Pro kit. Look at that, it's nuts. And we're not even on the highest angle setting, and we're also on the regular Ackerman, so we're on medium Ackerman, not even correcting Ackerman like crazy. It's already on a really decent angle, so super cool. Really happy about that. Look at that thing. So we're running an ASD handbrake, and it's a super nice handbrake that I've been dying to use for a very long time. If you look at the small details, like I've made handbrakes myself from scratch, and this stuff is really nice. So there's absolutely no play over here. Everything has its own washers. It's super nice high quality Heim joint over here. And what for me was very important is that it has a very narrow lever, which is nice if you fit it between the steering wheel and the gear shift, so you don't have like a huge lever sitting over there. The base is billet aluminum, super nice quality, very nice finish. Anybody who knows anything about billet and making parts can tell that this is top notch. I like running the normal bolts as opposed to the Allen ones, because on the cylinder it can be a little bit more difficult to get an Allen in there, especially when there's a fitting. So I prefer a normal style bolt, which just it's a lot easier to reach over there. So standard Willwood GS cylinder, high quality cylinder. It's nice that they write on it what the ports are. This one is going in, that one's going out, and this one is optional with the AN3 fittings, which obviously makes all the guesswork really easy. So super nice handbrake over there. Handbrake in the car means that we need to put the brake line from the master to the interior, and this is a really good spot to do that, which is the grommet for the hood release. I'm going to be using one of these guys. So I'm opening up this hole over here with the step drill. That guy should just go right in there. It's a little more convincing, I guess. There we go. There we go. And that's where we're going to be running the hood release through, and the brake line. How we routed the line. It comes in here on the grommet. I'll show you guys on the inside as well. This was a lot of work. I made a mount that mounts there to the seat. There's another bolt behind here that you guys can see. And that's where the line comes through, goes over here, and then into the balancer, or the balancer valve over there, restrictor valve. And then into the handbrake. It's really easy to bleed this guy. Super happy with it. There the bulkheads go into the trunk. So these brackets are my standard way of fitting a radiator to a car. What happens is it clamps in between. This guy goes on top, and it will clamp the radiator safely in between. And if you crash, this thing will fold because this is an extremely thick material, saving your radiator. And we just put a patch of rubber in between there, just like that, and that will hold the radiator in place. And it's got M12 bolts holding it in its spot, and there's two little tabs that we welded under here, and that will accommodate the radiator being tilted forward. You just bolt those plates in right there, so it's super convenient. Sandwiched over here, and it's actually really convenient to install them. There you go, and that's that. And then sitting in any tilted direction that you want. Yay, NRG stuff coming through. Really stoked to have NRG on board, and they have this really nice hub. Look at that, packaging is amazing already. Very, very nice. And this is the hub that makes the iconic ding sound, and a super cool steering wheel with what I call the Fast and the Furious buttons. I always wanted one of these. Yeah, really excited to install this. If you take a look over here where this piece is going to go on the steering wheel, you can see this little dot over there, and that's going to indicate the top of the steering wheel. So that's how that guy is going to go on, and make sure that orientation is correct, obviously. And just a little bit of thread locker like that, and that's enough. And you take your 3mm Allen and get those in. On the Corvette, you need to remove the airbag first, which goes, there's a little hole over here. You're pushing that clip right over there. That's going to release it. Yeah, it's a little fiddly, where you can see how it goes. So you're basically on a slight angle, and that's like the trajectory. And you keep pushing on it over there, and then we'll release and pull the airbag out. Of course, you remove the battery lead first. Remove the little pins over here. You pinch them right there. There's a lot of videos I've seen that people are just pushing a screwdriver in between it, but you pinch those things right there, and then they come right off your airbag. And then you have a socket number 21 that you're going to be using to remove the steering wheel. Then the adapter goes on just like that, and I removed the airbag wires because on this car we're never going to be running airbags, and I put a little bit of crimp over there just to make sure that they can never contact anything. And this is for the horn, and I'm not sure how I'm going to be running that, but not snipping that off yet. And yeah, there you go. Again, I'm putting a little bit of Loctite on the nut because you don't want that thing coming off. It's definitely not going to come off easily, and it's a locking nut, but just to be sure, I mean, why not? All the parts that you don't take on and off a car all the time, might as well Loctite them. Quick release adapter goes on the boss over there. As you can see, the dot and the energy logo is pointing upwards. I put a little bit of thread locker on the bolts again, and yeah, that's how you do it. And now you're ready to use your energy quick release hub and steering wheel. And there you have it, the very first pictures of the Corvette in finished form. I hope you guys like it. I really love the car. It's so different from the M3, and I'm curious how you feel about it. First trip in the Corvette, it's going really well. All the vital signs are good, but the weather is really bad. On the way to ABS, didn't film too much because I was so busy getting the car ready, but let me know how you guys feel about the car. I'm really curious about your opinion. We are at a very cold Apple Valley over here in the middle of the desert. You guys can see the Joshua trees behind us. Lots of cool cars over here, of course. Not only drifty guys, but also some locals that were invited. Mike from Wisefab is over here as well. My friends from the Netherlands over here. This Z that they rented from Eric. So many cool cars. I really like this shit. Jack Royce from Texas, a guy I battled in Lone Star Drift. They swapped the motor, as you guys have seen. And Handbrake something right now. Aaron's car, obviously. Rudy Martinez from Texas with the big land yacht over here, doing really well. A Vegas E6 car, one of my favorite cars. And look at the Corvette. It's for the first time on Drift Week, my new Corvette. I'm really happy with the car. It drives great. Naoki is driving two different cars. Naoki's sitting in the car right now. Really cool Naoki next to my car. And yeah, we're having a blast out here. I'm not really yet in the Drift Week spirit because it had such a rocky start for me. But yeah, so far, definitely it's Jimmy Bruce pulling up, guy that you guys know from other drifts as well, with his C5. So yeah, cool stuff. Jordan is finally becoming a real American.
Dude, I feel the fucking bald eagles pumping. This is horrible. This is horrible.
After getting the brake balance right, the Corvette did super well, and I was really happy with the first test day of this car. Rich decided that the C6 FD car isn't registered for nothing. So Eric is towing the Z behind us, and we're driving. We're driving the race car, baby. We're driving the race car. So much gravel. Do we even have light? Oh, we do. I didn't do anything. It was Eric. I did nothing. I didn't even touch this car. It was all Eric.
I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it.
Quality GK Tech, that's what we get for not putting Wisefab on the back too.
I have some Wisefab for you.
Yeah, people need it. I don't think my brothers are going to get a drive. Dumbbell.
Look at that.
That's
Both sides.
cream. That's amazing.
Don't forget to take a look at our website as well, einsel.nl. We ship worldwide, of course, Wisefab, Feal Suspension, our own brand Einsel, gearboxes, quick change differentials, axles, all kinds of things. A lot of fabrication components, of course, air jacks, subframes for quick change, you name it. Drop us an email and we'll hook you up.